December 5, 1945. 5 American warplanes on a routine training flight off the coast of Florida suddenly whispered these final words over the radio. Everything looks very strange. The ocean is not as it should be. We are entering a white fog. And then, silence. 5 planes and a large rescue plane that went to look for them vanished as if erased from the fabric of the universe. No wreckage, no body, not even an oil slick. Nothing was found. This is the place known on maps as the coordinates of death, the Bermuda Triangle. Is this region, which has been swallowing ships and erasing planes from radar for decades, really cursed? Or has science finally solved the secret of these dark waters? Today we will trace the final signals. An area of about 1 million square kilometers between Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico in the western Atlantic Ocean, the Bermuda Triangle. This is not just a geographical region, but one of the greatest unsolved files of the modern world. Records say that more than 100 ships and planes have disappeared in this region in the last 100 years, and thousands of people have vanished without leaving a single trace. Did you know that even Christopher Columbus in 1492 made notes in his diary about a strange ball of fire falling from the sky into the sea and the compass spinning wildly while passing through this area? It seems that the anomalies in this region were there long before humanity gave it a name. So what makes this area so dangerous? Aliens, the energy of the lost continent of Atlantis, or a much more terrifying physical reality? The event that brought the Bermuda legend to the agenda of the modern world is the Flight 19 case. 5 torpedo bombers took off under the leadership of Lieutenant Charles Taylor, an experienced pilot. The sky was clear and the planes were in perfect condition. But before 2 hours had passed since the flight, panic-filled voices began to rise from the radio. Taylor was saying that their compasses were broken and they did not know where they were. One of the last radio recordings included this sentence: "We do not know where we are going. We are entering white waters." This term, white waters, would later appear in many disappearance cases. The most interesting part was that the giant PBM Mariner rescue plane sent to search for these 5 planes and carrying 13 people also disappeared 20 minutes after taking off. Nothing remained that day except a single radio signal. The sky swallowed 7 planes and 27 soldiers that night. Scientists have investigated this sudden disappearance situation for years. How could a huge ship sink in seconds without even being able to send a distress signal? The answer may be hidden under the ocean floor. In this part of the ocean, huge methane hydrate deposits are located under the Earth crust. Tectonic movements or small tremors can cause this gas to be released suddenly. Imagine a huge methane gas bubble rising from the bottom of the sea to the surface. This bubble suddenly lowers the density of the water so much that the water can no longer carry a ship. The ship sinks to the bottom of the ocean in seconds without receiving any damage, as if it were falling into a void. This theory also explains why no wreckage was found. A ship sinking due to a methane gas explosion does not leave oil or parts on the surface. It is trapped directly in the depths. Moreover, this gas mixing with the air can also affect aircraft engines, causing the engines to stop and the plane to crash. But wait, this is just one of the theories. In 1970, a pilot named Bruce Gernon had the strangest experience of his life while flying over the Bermuda Triangle. Gernon claimed that he entered a circular cloud tunnel that suddenly appeared in front of him. While inside this tunnel, all his instruments malfunctioned and an electronic fog surrounded him. He realized that he covered the distance that should have taken 75 minutes in only 47 minutes after coming out of this fog. That is, the plane had reached Miami at a speed contrary to the laws of physics. Gernon argues that this phenomenon is a kind of time warp or a magnetic tunnel. Although the world of science is skeptical of this term, electronic fog, magnetic anomalies in the region are a reality. The Bermuda Triangle is one of the rare places where compasses show magnetic north instead of true north. Could this deviation have caused inexperienced pilots to lose their way and run out of fuel and crash into the ocean? Apart from methane gas and compass errors, the wild nature of the ocean itself is also a suspect. The Bermuda Triangle is the intersection point of violent storms and hurricanes. Also, one of the world's strongest currents, the Gulf Stream, passes right through the heart of this region. When this warm current from the south collides with storms from the north, rogue waves emerge. These waves can reach 30 meters in height, which is the height of a 10-story building. They are strong enough to break even the most modern cargo ships in half. The Gulf Stream current is so fast that it can carry the wreckage of a sunken ship miles away in hours. This explains why search and rescue teams never found anything. There are abysses between the place they were looking for and the place where the wreckage was. The main events that fuel the mystery are sometimes cases where wreckage is found, but people are gone. In 1921, the Carroll A. Deering was found perfectly intact off the coast of North Carolina. The sails were open, food was on the table, the ship logbook and all the belongings of the crew were there, but there was not a single living soul. The crew seemed to have evaporated and flown away. Then there is the USS Cyclops case. In 1918, it disappeared with more than 300 passengers without any distress call. It is one of the biggest losses in the history of the American Navy. President Woodrow Wilson said at the time, "Only God and the sea know what happened to that ship." It is still mind-boggling that such a large ship disappeared without even being able to use the radio. In recent years, satellite technology has noticed a very strange weather event in the region: hexagonal clouds. These clouds create almost a weather bomb effect in the sky. Microbursts reaching 250 kilometers per hour descend from the air to the sea like a huge punch. This wind speed can immediately crash planes into the sea and capsize ships by creating huge waves on the surface. If a pilot or captain encounters one of these invisible weather bombs, the chance of survival is almost zero. Science thinks that these sudden and unpredictable winds may be behind the deaths in the Bermuda Triangle. Now, let us look at the other side of the coin. If the Bermuda Triangle is so dangerous, why do thousands of ships and planes pass through this region every day without any problems? The world-famous insurance company, Lloyd's of London, says something surprising based on the records it has kept for years. The Bermuda Triangle is no more dangerous than other busy ocean regions of the world. According to statistics, the accident rate in the region is proportional to the density of ship traffic. So, in fact, could the mystery here be a perception game created by the media and books? The human mind loves to turn everything it cannot explain into a mystical story. But no matter what the statistics say, those unexplained wrecks and final signals at the bottom of the ocean are still waiting for an answer somewhere there. The Bermuda Triangle. Maybe methane gas, maybe magnetic deviations, maybe just giant waves. Although science is enough to explain many cases, it is still not fully clarified the fear in those last radio recordings and the mystery of the white waters. Maybe nature is playing with rules that we do not yet understand. Maybe some doors need to stay closed. But mankind will continue to be curious because we are programmed to solve not only the stars in the sky, but also the secrets in the dark depths of the ocean. So what do you think? Do you think these losses are just an accident, or is there something still waiting to be discovered in the depths of Bermuda? What did the pilots of Flight 19 actually see that day? Let us discuss this mystery together in the comments. If you liked the video, do not forget to press the like button and subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to be with us in such mysterious journeys. Remember, the truth is always out there somewhere, just waiting to be found. See you in the next mystery. Don't get too close to the ocean.